Good evening, people. So I'm back. I'm back with a new segment. After a long time, Mr. Shopjani is back with a new segment for all of you. Now, today we are going to discuss about how did Brahmastra become such a huge blockbuster hit. Well, just to put things into perspective, just like Bhool Bhulaiya 2 became such a massive blockbuster hit, just like Jurassic World Dominion became such a big hit, just like that, even Brahmastra has become a hit. So please don't blame Bollywood. Hollywood has its share of horrible movies which are being churned out, and people are watching it, people are enjoying it, and they are becoming massive hits. They're saying Jurassic World, the latest Jurassic World Park movie. It's a huge blockbuster. But if you watched it, you'll know what kind of a movie it is. It's a train wreck. It's not even a train wreck. It's a space wreck. It's it's one of the worst movies of the Jurassic Park franchise. But it's a massive hit. Why? Because as long as you have dinosaurs and you have an excuse to make these dinosaurs run and people running after dinosaurs or dinosaurs running after people, people will go to halls to watch this movie because it's a slice of our childhood. When we watched Jurassic Park, we were quite young also. Every time dinosaurs come, we the kid in us, it comes out and say no, we'll have to watch this movie, and we take our kids along also. So it's a cycle. These movies will keep on working. Trust me, Brahmastra will also, it has created a cycle and it will keep on working. It will keep on rolling on. But does that mean it's a good movie? No. It doesn't mean that it's a great movie. What happened with Brahmastra? Why did it become such a massive hit? Firstly, we've never had a movie like this before wherein we have such exceptional special effects with a proper origin story, with a chosen one coming and destroying evil and everything. And especially a hero whose character type fits it like a glove. Because for Ranbir Kapoor, these kinds of movies work. You show him like a boy man from he gets transformed from a boy to a man, he goes through some sort of an evolution. These kinds of movies work. Now earlier used to make some sensible movies wherein either he from a kind of a very spoiled brat or juvenile, he suddenly becomes like a man who with responsibilities and everything, or he falls in love, etc. Now what is this new concept? He becomes the chosen one. He's Harry Potter. So people will love this kind of a movie because it fits Ranbir Kapoor like a glove. That's the reason why Shamshera didn't work. He can never ever play this kind of a image where he's this tough barbarian, a tough man, a big guy. It will not work for him. These kinds of movies will only work for him. So it fit him like a glove. Now, what else happened? We had a lot of new ideas. I mean to say new ideas which were not watched by the Indian audience. We have watched it. What happened was Ayan Mukherjee, like a kabaddi wala, took a big kabaddi ka bag and he went out on a search. Okay, like Hobbit. Huh? And suddenly he saw Percy Jackson. He said, Percy, idara, idara, idara. Percy Jackson said, Bhai, mujhe chhod do. No, you have to come. I need astras. I need Jalastra, Ghamandastra, Vanarastra. You will come. So Percy Jackson को पकड़ लिया ये अस्त्र के लिए. All the water weapon, this and that. He's the son of Poseidon, I believe, Percy Jackson. So water, Jalastra he's. So I'm just saying the very concept of all these astras and everything, that was especially borrowed from Percy Jackson. Thank you, Aman Mukherjee, for your brilliant originality. Secondly, Harry Potter. Every time Ranbir Kapoor is wincing in pain, and Shiva, तुमको कुछ हुआ तो नहीं? Well, we all know from where he got this idea. Voldemort and Harry Potter, the scar on his forehead, it burns. Okay? Second inspiration done. Right? Third inspiration. Star Wars. Light. All this light which is come. The Force. Star Wars. Congratulations. Well done. Matrix also, for all these kinds of slow motion movements and everything. Fifthly, Terminator. You can't forget Terminator. That chase in the car. Remember by Terminator 2, Robert Patrick chasing them in the car. He gets up on the car, and that elevator sequence where the hand keeps on coming down, his steel hands. Everything. The car chase sequence borrowed from Terminator. Even Ravan also borrowed it from Terminator. So हो गया, सब कुछ हो गया. Everybody copied. Now we need a central kind of a, we need a kind of um, a kind of a a kind of a structure, wherein you can bring in a lot of characters. X-Men, come on, where is X-Men, man? X-Men has come, right? So you've got fire, but then you've got water to kind of extinguish the fire. How do you do it? We have Storm in Moriroy, and then we've got fire and everything. So we've got Firestorm, X-Men, this, that, and everything. And then we've got Professor Xavier's also, but a Professor Xavier who can walk. Amitabh Bachchan. Congratulations for originality. And finally, the basic structure of this movie has been taken from The Fifth Element. Please watch the movie The Fifth Element. You will understand even the visuals at the very end when he kind of extinguishes the Brahmastra with love. That very concept has been completely borrowed from The Fifth Element. Just watch The Fifth Element and watch this movie, then you will understand from where the whole thing has been snatched. So these were all the inspirations of Brahmastra. Now, it's strange that a movie so hybrid, so derivatory, so horrible, honestly speaking, it's a horrible movie, can work wonders in the box office. Because how can this movie work? It works because number one, people were tired of this boycott. They didn't want, they were really sick and tired of this boycott gang. First point. They wanted to boycott the boycotters. And the funniest part was, at the starting only, there were two people who wanted to boycott the movie. They went and watched the movie. So, the people who wanted to boycott, they said, यार जो boycott कर रहा है, ये लोग ही तो movie देख रहा है. So, their boycott thing fell flat on the face. Good riddance. Because honestly speaking, I think this boycott thing is real rubbish. Even though the movie is rubbish, but I think boycott is even more rubbish. So, just boycotting a movie for, I don't know what is the reason, even if it is a third class movie, is not correct or right. Even if it's a third class movie, even if it is Gunda or Dalal or anything, I should have the choice to go and watch this movie, that movie. Who will stop me from doing so? So boycotting, total no. And people were sick and tired of boycott. They wanted to watch a movie to boycott these boycotters. And this movie came in with special effects, with brilliant songs. The songs of this movie have done an amazing thing for Brahmastra. You cannot deny the fact the songs, the way it was sung, the composition, brilliant. Even though the lyrics are much, like, I don't like the lyrics that much. Love story and all, Kesaria and all that. Please, the lyrics are again very mediocre. But the way Arijit Singh has sung, the way Shreya has sung, and if you're watching it in a hall, it really makes you feel good. It's a beautiful, like it makes you feel good, and the special effects and everything all together, it creates an effect, you feel good about yourself, all that color and everything, you wanted to enjoy yourself. So it works. One more aspect to it is this movie, everybody was thinking we are going to make a movie where people are going to enjoy and we are going to make something deep and all that. It's nothing. It's not at all deep. It has no depth. It is very shallow, but it's a great fun children's movie. Children love this movie, and for children movie you don't have to need too much of depth. For kids you don't need too much of depth. You need that Jurassic Park kind of stuff. Dinosaurs running, people running after dinosaurs, dinosaurs running after people, dinosaurs eating people, all these things. So this movie is also like that. There is no logic, there is no sense, but who cares? I'm taking my kid along, he's enjoying it. I'm taking my whole family along, they are enjoying it. So I have a movie which is just served to me where I don't have to think too much. I can just buy the ticket and I can go and watch this movie, and I won't have to feel bad that maybe the next scene which comes up I'll have to cover my child's eye. It is a big thing, a family movie where everybody can enjoy, from dada, dadi, mummy, daddy, everyone, kids. So people forgot that aspect, which was really like worked for Brahmastra, was that it was a children's movie. So when you're watching, look at Thor. Look at the latest Thor movie. It's a rubbish movie, but it's made so much of my business. It's made good money. Why? Because it's a kids movie. Even though the villain was one of the most um, thought-provoking, serious villains of the Marvel universe, but still, the way it was presented, it's a kids movie. People loved it. People lapped it up. So now the paradigm shift has happened from Dark Knight Returns, Man of Steel, all these kinds of serious kind of superhero movies to a kind of a point where people say, no, we have to make money. So let us approach the subject with a and keep a kind of a childish touch to it. And unwittingly, Brahmastra played into that chord, and it struck a right chord. Now people are still keeping on watching the movie. One more thing was in the third week, this National Cinema Day when it happened, that $75 ticket, that has given this movie a fresh lease of life. People are again watching it. It's like, wow, it's a nice movie. For $75, what a beautiful, great experience I'm having. Think about it. You pay $75, you go on a joyride on some amusement park. For $75, you are watching a 3-hour movie with great songs, wonderful visuals, great special effects. Who cares about the story, man? Who cares about Alia Bhatt saying Shiva, 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 Shiva? Who cares about that, yeah? No one cares about that. They're quite happy with Arijit Singh's singing beautifully, Shreya singing beautifully, Ranbir Kapoor looking dashing. The end, what a magnificent spectacle full of special effects, though it has just been snatched from Fifth Element. In the Fifth Element, that sequence essentially just lasted for less than 10 seconds, and here they have blown it and they have made it a kind of a K serial climax. It's rotating, Brahmastra is rotating, mountains falling, he's jumping, he's going, and he's like Shiva, Shiva, bachao mujhe. So please, horrible movie, horrible, but it works. It's so bad that it actually works. You you just, this is what was required. People wanted to watch a horrid movie which had no continuity, which had nothing, no story, script, nothing, but it worked. Now we need to realize that people in halls don't go to watch good movies with a good story or script. They will go to watch a movie as long as it has a sequence of events strung together which engages them. It doesn't necessarily have to be a story. As long as those events are strung together and something is happening in between, and you feel good about it, that's good enough. You don't need to have a message, you don't need to have a story, you don't need to have a script. As long as you get good stars and you can make those sequence of events seem engaging enough, that's good enough. Testimony to that fact is Bulbulaya 2, ranked bad movie, ranked, nothing is there. Jurassic World and Brahmastra. These three movies are testimony to this fact that people don't want to watch cinema anymore. What they want to do is basically they want to go on a joyride. And in a joyride, what happens? It's a long joyride. And they want to go on a long roller coaster joyride through meadows, postures, everything. And everything they think that something new should happen. The sights and sounds should be new. Everything on anything which is happening, it should be new or unique or something like that. As long as that happens, nobody cares about the story, nobody cares about the script, nobody cares about the acting, nobody cares about anything. That's the reason why Brahmastra has worked. Anyways, I hope you all understood why Brahmastra work. I just trying to explain it. My next segment will be what is next for Brahmastra. Brahmastra 2. It's not difficult to guess what's going to happen next for the sequel of Brahmastra. Because if Ayan Mukherjee copies and snips and snatches and cuts, he will only copy and snip and snatch for the next sequel also. It will not be a terribly original story. So we know what's going to happen next. So I will tell you what's going to happen next for the Brahmastra sequel. Adios. I hope you like this segment. Bye from Mr. Shop Jani.